Perseverance Code Media presents Life Situation Commentaries Series 5. I'm Raul Cortez Jr., and we're going to be talking about S.A.P. You may be asking yourself, what is S.A.P? Well, there's multiple definitions to the word S.A.P, and there's also multiple acronyms to the word S.A.P. However, I just want to share two definitions, and I want to also share the acronym that I created out of the word S.A.P. So, the first definition to the word S.A.P is to gradually weaken or destroy a person's strength or power. And the second definition is someone who is prone to being taken advantage of, or a person who has been taken advantage of. And I also want to add on that these two definitions, they're very related to each other because from my experience, the times that I've been taken advantage of, or I felt like I was taken advantage of, I also felt weak. I felt weaker. I felt powerless. I felt like I didn't have control. So, but the S.A.P that I want to talk about today, and it is an acronym that I created, is called Single and Persevering. The advantage of being single is you have more control over the decisions that you make for your life on an everyday basis, and you have a greater commitment to yourself and what you want to do without the interference of another individual. You know, ladies, if you don't have a man, then that's more, that's more choices that you have that you could do what you want to do. And fellas, likewise to you. So the challenges of being single, you have to rely on yourself. You have no one. You don't have another person to rely on. Especially as far as a relationship, you can't rely on another person, or you can't rely on a significant other. The second challenge is you have less reinforcement of your thoughts and feelings. There's something special when you have a significant other and you share your ideas and your plans with that person, and they agree with you. They add on to it. They help you. They help you try to fulfill those plans. The other challenge is in terms of relationship. Now, when I say single, I'm talking in terms of relationship. So let's be clear on that. The last challenge that I wrote down here is the lack of intimacy, lack of love or commitment from another person. So those are the challenges. Now, that's what this video is about, though. Single and persevering. It's hard to live a single life. For a lot of people, for a lot of single people, it is hard to make it on an everyday basis. And you have to be careful because if you find yourself pursuing a relationship, especially with the opposite sex, and you pursuing and you constantly can't successfully create a connection that you desire, it leads for a painful state of being. You have to, as I've discussed in other videos, you have to build yourself. You have to find out who you are. You have to discover and develop your talents. I've said this in other videos before. So, you cannot allow yourself to waste time while you're single. You have to do something. You have to do something about yourself. You You really do have to do something about yourself. You can't just be complacent and waste time waiting, just waiting um, until the circumstances changes for you. You can't do that because you'll be waiting for a very long time. And if you don't have to wait no more, by the time you find a person, probably be the wrong person. You know, a person who has fallen in love with a version of yourself that have not fulfilled much potential. So find out what your potential is and fulfill it. Fulfill it, and you have a greater chance of meeting a significant other that fit your ideals. You know. The other challenge I want to talk about is low self-esteem. Now, I think there's two levels of low self-esteem. One is you just don't care about yourself, don't care about your life. You're constantly suicidal. You know, you don't want to be on this planet at all. And I can relate to that because I felt that way before. But the other kind of low self-esteem is you do value yourself. You do feel like you're important, and you have a solid contribution that you want to make to the world and to the society at large. That you want to make a positive difference, but you struggle with low self-esteem because, for one, you have not attained everything that you want in life, and two, you don't have another individual to reinforce your thoughts. You know, you don't have another individual to reinforce and to reaffirm your mindset and what it is that you're trying to accomplish. So, you know, low self-esteem is going to come for you. You have to deal with it. You have to deal with it because, you know, it just that's comes with that's part of the territory. You know, for any innovator or trendsetter, you're going to deal with low self-esteem. But the key is to keep going, to keep hanging in there, and to keep persevering, and to continue to try to develop yourself until you get to the place that you're trying to get to in life. Two quotes from one individual that I want to mention that I believe can help you, which I'm thinking about now. One is being different makes a difference. You know, it's important to, while you're struggling, to embrace the fact that you're different. You know, other people may appear happy or may appear like they have gotten to a place of satisfaction, but you know, be different. You know, be different. Take the road less traveled, or the road least traveled, and see where it goes. Good things comes to those who wait, but greater things to those who wait longer. You know, that's a quote from the same person, and you just have to be patient. You can't just be stagnant and be patient. You have to be active and be patient. So, you know, you're building yourself. You're doing the best you can to reinvent and develop yourself into a person of value. And that's important while you're waiting. You know, it helps the process of waiting. It helps the process of having patience. And the other thing is, don't be desperate. You know, don't be desperate. Desperation I deal with. You know, I still deal with to today. But the only difference between a full-blown desperate person and the levels of desperation that I deal with is, even when I fail, sometimes I make a decision to fail because I don't like where the desperation is taking me. So while other people submit to their desperation and pay the consequences for it. So be patient. Be patient. Love and patience, they're kind of intertwined with each other. And you got to have love. You got to love yourself, and you got to love others. So that is all I have for today. Hang in there. You know, be single, but persevere also.